So we begin with yesterday, start journey with our PowerShell. So we talked about very basic level. We have that is in PowerShell console, right? Which has that 4 type of console, right? Which is direct console. In this we have the 32-bit and the 64-bit, which is 32-bit means what is indicate called as x86,
Right.
right? x86 and 64-bit we have this is, and again one more it is ISC console, where we can write the uh, multiple line script, right? Again, we have that is 64-bit and 32-bit. So now we begin with writing a commandlet. In a PowerShell, we call as a commandlet, right? So we understood that is a commandlet terminology, and we understood that is in how to check a commandlet in PowerShell, which is a verb and noun format, okay? Which is verb and noun format. So this verb and noun format always it would be, say for example, get, okay, and with hyphen, which is command. This is completely commandlet, right? So this is my verb get, and the right side it is a noun format along with hyphen. So anything based on the requirement we wanted to start the services, it would be a start hyphen service. So always this is the format of commandlet, verb and noun format, and you would also have that is an alias, which is shortcut, okay, that Microsoft has given you to, instead of this complete commandlet, you can have that is in shortcut commandlet alias with the relevant one, with the reference one. So we will be talking about what are the aliases of the each commandlet. But very basic, we need to understand that how this commandlet are there, right? Start hyphen service, get hyphen command, these are all called as a commandlet. So we understood each commandlet to process further of this commandlet, we need to know more details of this commandlet. So we understood that how to check the more detail. Anyone tell me? I wanted to find that is more detail of this commandlet.
Get hyphen help and then
Perfect.
command.
Perfect. So this is a help command is the most important, right? So first most important we need to ask PowerShell. So that is called help. That commandlet we would be using get hyphen help and commandlet. So we got that yesterday one with the help of the command called as a get hyphen service. Okay, and you can using for the commandlet, right? So now before we talking about, we need to find my relevant commandlet. We need to find the relevant commandlet. How we have found the commandlet? So we need to check service related commandlet. So I don't know that how to find it. For that, we understood that is in called as a wildcard, right? Wildcard means indicate called as a star, right? So we have the get hyphen command. I need to find that my relevant commandlet, which is service related. I would give this is star and star service. So we also discussed when we use a both the side star, this is a wildcard pattern, wildcard format, right? So there are 3 dimension, 3 method we are using. Start with text means you would be giving the end side star. End with the text, then you would be giving for the beginning of the star text. And you can say everything means what? It's a containing. Wherever it should this, wherever it should be show that is, and it should give the result containing both the side star. So I wanted to find all the commandlet would be available under this get hyphen command. I wanted to search my relevant because I don't know the commandlet what it is. Finding that, we would be using wildcard method, and we gave that is in what is that actually we are looking. We gave this get service. So little smarter way we need to find it. Get is a common get hyphen command and space get, and you can give the start service and you would get the right commandlet. So we found that is in get-service is a commandlet. In this commandlet, we would need to know that is in more detail of this commandlet. How do I write it? How do I process it? To find that, we can ask the PowerShell help. That help would give us complete information. What is that complete information? And if you type this get-help and get-service, if it is giving you full information means what? It would give that is in service name, description, syntax, description, and the related links. It has to give that is in all the details. If it is not giving to this information, we need to update help, which is the PowerShell gallery, PowerShell repository has to be update. Okay, has to be update. It has to be run with administrator, and you need to run just update-help. This is a command. Why? Because we would need for complete information. So this is a first step, first journey. Every commandlet, what are the default parameter? Okay, each commandlet, it has default parameters, right? Where it would come, that is in syntax. Syntax, you need to look into that syntax. This is the most important. If it is, you understood this, and we would be able to frame it properly. We would be able to, we know the commandlet. For example, if you go to the PowerShell, okay, now we got to know that is in commandlet, which we talk about get-help and get-service commandlet. So always you need to understand that each commandlet, what are the default parameters? This is the first step you need to ask to the PowerShell. So when you run this commandlet, get-help and get-service, you would look into the syntax. This syntax is most important. So it will tell you that is in based on your requirement, you need to type parameter and you need to enter the value. This is a method. This is a simple, very basic method to work on the PowerShell. First is commandlet. Second one is find the relevant parameter, which is indicate with a hyphen. And then third is enter the input value. And these input values demanding has a multiple type. It might ask you the string value. It might ask you to the integer value. It might be a 32-bit and a 64-bit. Integer means what? It's a number, right? String means what? It is word or text. The particular parameter, it will tell you this is. For example, here you can see get-service is a commandlet. Hyphen computer name is a parameter. We have to type get-service hyphen computer name is a parameter. It will tell you this parameter. This is the value it is demanding to enter the input. System.string, then you need to enter that is in computer name. Same things, dependency. This is, you see, always wherever you see the hyphen, it is always is a parameter. Hyphen display name. Get-service commandlet hyphen display name, and you need to enter the string value. And each line, right? Whatever you are looking, it should be a part of your parameter. It should be a parameter. If you did not find the parameter, you won't be able to process it. This is a first level, very basic level formula. And you might able to see this another value called as a data type value called as a date and time. Right? You need to always observe. You found that is in commandlet, and you need to ask the PowerShell to the find that is in parameters, and you see the relevant parameter with hyphen. Then you can see this what kind of the input value is asking. Simple. First step. You need to frame it. Commandlet. Say for example, get-service is my important. You just concentrate here. Say for example, get-service is a simple commandlet I'm typing here. This you can usable, right, for the PowerShell console?
Yeah, yes. For me.
Right. Now just observe here. When I just typed commandlet, it would give that result with this is header. What are the headers here? we have the status, we have the name, we have the
Display.
display name. Remember, any command let you executed, you would get the default header. And these header, remember, these header is also be part of under default parameter. So what do you mean by this? If you go to get-help and get-service, do you see here commandlet? And you see this is, what are the headers are there? The headers are status, name, and display name, correct? Now you can see this. Do you see the parameter called as a name? Do you see the parameter called as a display name?
Yes.
Do you see the status parameter here? I mean header.
No,
No.
it's not default.
Right. Remember, when you can see header, and those headers and they are part of the default header, can able to see in default parameter, and we can direct frame it. Means what? So we can do it directly, get-service -name, and you can give the name called as a WinRM service, example, any services, or get-service -display name, right? And you can give this value here, display name. And one important here, when you use the display name, okay, when you use the display name, you would need to use wildcard entry. Okay, what do you mean by wildcard entry here? Get-service,
Star.
right? What do you mean by wildcard entry? It would be star. How do I use the star here? Just concentrate. So when I type a get-service, you would get for the default header. So I wanted to check specific service which display name start with Windows. Now the requirement is, if maybe you will get it, can you please get, the goal is get the service display name start with Windows. Now if this kind of requirement come, how do you write it? Very simple. Get-service
Get-service -name
-display name, right? We are talking about display name parameter, correct? Display name, and I said start with Windows. How do I write a start with Windows? You know the wildcard process. I said
Star.
start with means I need to write Windows star. See the simple here. I would give this Windows star. Very simple. So some formula, some logic, when we understood, we would be able to get-service -display name. Now you can say Windows star. See this display name, all it will be start with Windows. Getting?
Yeah.
Now same things.
But what in case if you are putting star in starting and end?
Yeah, starting end. Start and end, right?
Yeah.
So both the start, you put the start.
Yeah.
It should be like this.
Yes.
Right? So what is the definition of this both the side star here?
Is containing.
Containing.
Yeah.